Bienvenidos. We are LILI Talks, where Latino industry leaders and innovators share their stories, the struggles, and the successes that shape nuestra comunidad. Hosted by Darvin Gomez and Andre Urena. We're mixing cultura, business, and a little bit of that Latino spice. Let's talk LILI style.
All right, so Noah Herrera, right? We got Nevada's top real estate broker here with us, joining us at LILI Talks. So, Noah, thank you. I appreciate you for spending your afternoon with us and clearing your schedule and your calendar, like you just said. So I appreciate you very much. So let's jump right into it, right? Like you've been in the real estate field for over 20 years, right? You've been doing your thing and you've been extremely successful. So, talk to me a little bit about that. How'd you start in the real estate?
First of all, Darvin, thank you. And also thank you for having me here.
Yeah.
Before we got in the studio, I was just noticing, I was looking at you because I've known you for a long time. And how much you look like Gary Vaynerchuk. You're like the Latino Gary V.
Yeah.
And we're saying you must get confused all the time.
All the time, man.
All the time for the Latino. They call you Darvin Vaynerchuk?
Well, I should kind of put you. Hey, that's actually a good idea, man. I'm gonna get that.
Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. Darvin V.
Darvin.
Vaynerchuk with a little spice.
The Latino.
The Latino lad. All right, perfect.
Oh man, that is so funny, right? I really on so many different levels, I've gotten that all the time. Like I don't know, I'm at the airports, or I'm walking in restaurants, or I'm doing something.
Have you
and
ever got
people
anything free out of it? Like, oh, we have your table here set. Right?
He must not be that popular.
Oh, no.
Never got anything free from it.
Wonderful.
No, not even a drink, man. Not even offered. Nobody gives. Hey, man, let me buy you a shot. No, never.
You know what?
Never
I'll
had
buy
it.
you a drink.
All right.
All right. What was, back to your question. How long have I been in this? What got me into this? I've been in real estate since I was 18 years old.
Oh.
Doing other business. So I've been into it for about 39 years.
Who got you into that early?
You know what? I've always wanted to be in real estate. Yeah.
Oh.
My family used to own restaurants.
Okay.
And I worked in restaurants. We used to have a few restaurants. And my father had some properties.
Okay.
And
so you saw the power of real estate.
Well, what I saw is he would work 80 to 100 hours a week. And by default, after we get out of school, we would go to the restaurants. I remember picking up mats and cleaning out grease pits.
Right.
And I told myself I will never own restaurants. And to this day, I've never, well, once, but I didn't have anything to do with it. But I don't own restaurants.
Yeah.
So I've been in, I saw my father where he ended up buying 6 properties, and he had a beautiful little cash flow from that. And since I was about 14, 15 years old, that's all I've ever wanted to do.
Wow,
and it kind of grew from there.
That's pretty.
awesome.
That's pretty amazing.
That goes to show, like, if you really know what you want, the earlier you know what you want, the better, right?
Well, the longevity, right?
Yeah.
Because imagine starting at 18 or something like that. That's pretty impressive. Your dad had the Mexican restaurants, right?
We used to own some of the chapalas.
Yeah.
Casa Tequila.
Yeah.
And my uncle owns Tamales Doña Maria stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, right on. So
Very
there's a whole family history of restaurants
Which
here.
I have no interest in getting involved in.
Right, yeah.
Except
That's
owning the real estate. That's all I want.
There you go. Yeah, own the land on it.
And did they come to Vegas or from somewhere else?
Yeah, my parents were both from Durango, Mexico.
Okay.
My father came here, moved to Chicago, worked on the trains, got picked up by what is known now as ICE, a.k.a. La Migra, as we used to call it, Migra, and everybody would run. He got deported, him and my father and my grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Then they came back legally to Chicago, bought my mother back, and then they had a restaurant there, then they moved here to Vegas, and that's where we kind of grew up.
Awesome.
So Noah's been here. You've been here pretty much, right?
I've been here my whole
Vegas
life.
native.
I've been here my whole life.
That's awesome.
So Noah and I known each other, like he said, right, since I was probably 11 or 12 years old, because it was.
Oh, here it comes.
Yeah.
Comes.
Okay, guys.
It's super secret stuff we're not going to talk about. We're going to talk about it.
We're barely going to talk about it because I don't want to talk about too much.
We're going to pull the shield over a little bit, guys.
Right. So
special release, new release.
Right, episode 2. So it's. I used to break dance, right? And we,
it was amazing.
Yeah.
I think he mentioned to me that once. Yeah.
So there was this little hip hop crew, right? That we had a thing
here in Vegas.
Here in Vegas.
And had you just come from New York? At that time?
I had just came from New York, actually. Really like soon before that, right?
Right.
And I met some of the kids here that I've known for years now, George and Noel and all those, and we started this little breakdancing crew called Rock Skittle Crew.
Rock Skittle.
Yeah, here in Nevada, and Noah and he was MC Cosmo. He was
to rap.
Yeah, he was a rapper.
I actually opened up for Run DMC in 1982 at the North Las Vegas Airport Terminal before anybody knew who Run DMC was.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah,
How about that?
If you think about that, 1982.
Put that in your bio.
Wow.
I don't even. You know what? I haven't even talked about that. We don't ever bring that up.
Yeah.
Unless people that know.
Right.
So you were a rapper and you were a breakdancer.
Right.
Oh,
so
there you go.
So there you go. So I've known Noah for throughout that little stage of life, and so he's known me since I was a kid.
But some of the important things, really, as we talk about our childhood, our growth, that was really a team process. I remember at Rock Skittle, we would go, then we'd go to California and travel as a team. And, if individually we went with the whole crew, Reggie, Ray, all those guys, as a solo person, you're weak. But the unity of the whole group, the crew, that was the strength. That's where we were able to go to California and wipe all the other crews out, which was amazing.
Right.
And that really brings up kind of what is success, what drives, and really is teamwork, one vision, one sound, one voice.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
And until it continues to grow from that moment, which is why I think you've had a little bit of luck in your life.
I've been I've been blessed in certain areas, and number one area is family, right? I've been blessed with the family that I've had and all that, but success, we were talking about this earlier, success is just different for so many different people, right? Your success, his success, my success is just what your version of success might be a little different than my version of success.
And it changes all the time.
Yeah,
it's
constant.
It's constant change.
Yeah, it's constant. But the fact that you bring up, that unity, right? That teamwork, that power in community, right? That's strong. And actually, talking about that with the Latino community, my success has come from empowerment of the Latino community and servicing the Latino community and helping the Latino community,
Yeah.
And that's really my growth and how I got to where I am, and I always want to stick to that. I always believe in it because I think that, la cultura, right? It's all about how we move everybody forward, but your success, is it strictly Latino or is it you're servicing everybody, right? Anybody who has real estate needs, right?
You know what? When I first started, it was primarily all Hispanic.
Yeah.
And I remember working with the crew of guys, and we were probably doing about 250 to 300 transactions a year back in the early 90s.
That's nice.
So we controlled probably at least 35 to 40% of Hispanic market. I worked that market for about 8 years, and then we got mortgage license also. Mm-hmm. I've been licensed since then. I stopped working that market because I was disgusted at how they would take advantage of them with the mortgage lenders.
Yeah.
That I could not be involved with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, receiving profit from something in which the customer would get screwed.
Yeah, and it's not that. It's like I don't feel comfortable, in being involved in anything like that. So I literally, after 8 years, I stopped working with Hispanic clients. Not working with Hispanic clients, I just didn't want to work with those lenders. Or if I would work with people, you're going to work with this guy that will take care of you, that will not rip you off.
Right.
Under the auspices, it's okay, it's my comadre. No. Look, they're charging you X, Y, and Z. That's a problem.
Yeah.
And, they're like, no, but they're okay with it. You know what? I'm not.
Yeah.
And, it's funny because a lot of people just, in that community, the Latino community, they feel as though they have to get, kind of get pushed through this process just because they want to own a home or they want to. So it's almost as if they'll do what it takes to do it, even if they're getting screwed or they're taken advantage.
The problem is this: they don't hear. You don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So back to your question, the Hispanic market right now in our personal portfolio. Like I own a real estate company, right? We own an investment company, development company. We own mortgage banks in 12 different states. A title, escrow, insurance, construction, and solar.
Okay.
So we're vertically integrated on all spaces.
Right.
We do almost about $1 billion a year in transactions. I buy about 150 to 200 houses every year.
Yeah.
And I buy the houses with a modest profit, and I remodel them and only sell them to owner occupied. I build workforce housing.
Okay.
That's what I like
Okay,
doing.
that's nice. So, there had to have been a transition somewhere, right? From where you started back, like you said, working with that community, and then moving into this. Like, so how did that happen? How did you transition into where you're at now, and being the developer that you are now?
Well, you know what? It's like all things. I woke up one day. I said, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do something where I feel good at, where I don't go to bed going, I can't believe those people got ripped off.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I have to be okay with me. So I started just doing different markets.
Right.
Also, like I remember when I first started being Hispanic, I'd put my name. My name is Noah Herrera. I go by Noah. My street name is Cosmo. As you know,
As we now know.
As you know now.
No, but it was back to that. So when I started with that, I'd put Noah Herrera on my signs. And most of the time people would call off signs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get too many calls when I put them in certain neighborhoods. Then I'd just go Noah. Or I'd go Noah Herrera. I put Noah instead of Noah Herrera. I'd get more calls.
Oh, wow.
Now my signs, for the last 20, almost 30 years, they just say Noah. And when I put Noah, my phone started going off.
Oh, wow.
Now, it's not that, have I ever been discriminated against it? Look, it is what it is, what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't have to like it. I just have to know how to deal with it.
Right.
And once I get the opportunity to go, oh, I don't look like your typical Mexican. I'm 6'3", white, pale.
Yeah. I thought you were Greek when you came in.
The guys. You know what? I could be whatever you need me to be. No, but to the whole story of the thing is, you know what? I've just learned to be able to adapt in different markets. I've changed with that. When, during that time, I started working investments. I started buying some properties, started doing mortgages, opened up a little company, and that grows and that grows and that grows. Build the right people, the right team. Got burned a lot, made a lot of losses. And, everything, there was a time where you would just build and then it would fall apart because you didn't have the right people in play.
Right.
And now I'll take someone with lower level but higher trust.
Okay.
I can train them to be.
Right.
What I find is the people that I surround myself around are people just like me. Like I hire a new person, guy or girl, said, great, you want what we want? Here's the deal. 1 year, you have to work 100 hours a week, no days off, and you don't make a purchase over $500 without running it by me. And you have to buy a house every year or you're fired. Why do we do that? It's a mentality.
Right. So that's just like a mentorship,
Yeah, it is kind of.
Yeah,
Well, it is because you really have to get to a certain level, you have to change everything about your life.
Right.
If you want to excel like this, you have to vibrate this high. These are things you got to do.
Right.
Like here, I love to eat, but I don't want to be fat. So I work out twice a day. I eat real good. I eat this horrible food called Foodie Fit twice a day. Right. But I don't like it, right? But it is what it is.
Right.
I want to be fit. I want to live long.
Right.
And I don't like to exercise either, but these are things I have to do to give me the energy to go.
Right.
We're task orientated.
So, mentorships, right? Like I know, there's certain people in my life that I've kind of looked up to, and I've and throughout the years I've really grown from some of their ventures and their paths and all of that. But have you ever thought about just being that mentor to a group of people or to?
I mentor people all the time.
Okay.
Like you come to work for me. I mentor you. I mentor a couple different people right now, but I don't call it a mentorship.
Yeah.
I call them up. They call me Uncle Noah.
Okay.
You call me up. I'm like, listen, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Right. And that's
'Cause
the
you've done
hard,
it all,
ugly
and
truth
you-
sometimes,
you-
right?
You've been through it all. So yeah.
Like we're buying a Tesla today, another Tesla for our company, and the kids are, oh, how do you get? They pull our stuff. It's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, well, we work. Well, how can I do that?
We work.
I couldn't do that.
And
They're probably looking at your watch. They're going, how did this guy do?
Where you get to the swap meet, bro. So, the kid's like, I'm like, well, can I do what you do? I go, how many hours a week you work? He goes, 40. I go, you work 40 hours. You're 26. You work 40 hours a week. I'm like, I still work 80 to 90 hours a week.
Right.
That's like a part-time job.
Right. That's your side hustle.
Yeah. I mean, dude, so you mean you only work 40 hours a week and you're okay with that?
Right.
Are you okay with your life? There's nothing wrong with what you do, but
Right.
if that's what you want, great.
Right.
You want to be stuck here? Great. If you want greater, if you want to drive, listen, if you want what we have, you have to do what we do.
That's hard for young people that in today's world to understand that though?
You know what? It's so funny because we take that mentality. I have a kid that came to me when he was 18, multimillionaire right now. He just turned 20. I got another kid that came to me who was 19, multimillionaire. The thing I'm most proud about, I have more millionaires that work for me than any other company.
That's
and they're
amazing.
all young.
That's amazing.
They're all hungry.
They were hungry though, right?
You know what? All I need is this. I need drive.
Right.
I just need the drive. I can give you direction, and you have to have drive and desire. If you have that, I can give you the discipline if you're willing to follow it. And that's really, those are keys. Drive, discipline, and dedication. And desire and dedication.
Yeah. That's, but that's just it though, right, Noah? Like in today's world, it's difficult for these kids to really understand that, right? To have that drive, that desire, that discipline. They might have it, but they're so fearful of the failure of it, And it's interesting because I see that with my own kids, and it's like, that anxiety level that they start reaching, that they can't, they get paralyzed with it.
We used to get slapped when we get
right.
Dos cachetadas y un abrazo.
Cállese.
That was the saying. Dos cachetadas y un abrazo.
Right.
So here's the thing. People get frozen with fear. You know what I tell them? Listen, nobody cares how you feel.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Nobody cares how you feel. Your mother's not here.
Right.
She cares, but she might not.
Right.
Your wife probably doesn't even care.
Right.
She just cares that you make some money and
Sure,
you'll be okay.
and bring it
'Cause
home, right.
Love is not conditional. Only children, women, and dogs are loved unconditionally.
Right.
You're conditionally loved by what you can produce. Whether you like it or not, or accept it or not, it's irrelevant.
Correct.
So we have a thing we call fail forward fast. It's like, look, you are going to make a mistake. You're going to mess this up.
Right.
The moment you think you have, let us know, and then we'll fix it. Because if you don't, then it becomes a problem.
Right.
So you're going to fail forward fast. You're going to learn from what you did so you don't do it again.
Right.
And that's it.
So it's a triple F.
Triple F.
And
Fail forward
where
fast.
do you recruit such soldiers?
You know what? They come to me.
Because of referrals?
Just different places.
Yeah.
Like I had a kid that came to me one time about 5 years ago, and I was hiring another kid as an intern. The kid that was interning was senior year at one of those Ivy League schools back east. Football
Like
player.
Harvard
No, back east in New York.
Like Yale?
No,
Yale's
whatever.
over here.
It's an Ivy League school in New York, upstate New York. 4.0 football player. And this kid, I'd known him because he played with my younger son baseball, club baseball. And we know him for a couple of years, right? So the kid comes in, hey, I want to come where I already talked to this guy, and he won't, he doesn't want to. And I said, listen, this is a kid I have that I'm hiring versus you. I mean, you just dropped out of CSN. Right. You couldn't play baseball. This kid, Ivy League, blah, blah, blah. Why should I give you a chance? And he goes, because you've known me for a long time. We lost our house in 2008. We've had to live in our aunt's house. And, we just haven't had a place to live. And I just want a stable life. So I go, you know what? I said, let me think about it, and I'll get back to you in a day. So what I've taught my children at a young age is to communicate. And just not to get off topic, but the most important thing, like with my children, I would make time for them. And when I would go at home, I would talk about problems. I have a problem with this person at work or this deal, that's it. And I'd ask their opinion. And that way they talk. How was school? Fine. That way they come. So what happened with that problem? What happened with that deal? Right. So we start talking. So we're having dinner. What do you guys think about this kid? You know him. So what do you think? I said, and honestly, I'm not going to give him a shot. And my younger son, Julian, goes, Dad, I've known him a long time. And I think you should give him a shot. I think you should give him a shot. I go, fair enough.
Okay.
I gave a kid a shot. He's worked with me for about 7 years now. Owns a couple houses.
Oh, okay.
Doing well, and but that's the whole thing.
But that's interesting, right? So you base that gut feeling, that decision from your own family, right? From your son, from his knowledge of this kid, right?
The most important gift you can give your children is the gift of critical thinking.
Oh yeah,
I would rack my head at home. It's like I'd come home. How was school, son? Oh, great. How are you? Right? Yeah. I'm busy. Everyone's busy. You get home and trying to sit down and have a semblance of some fun because we're Latinos. We want to sit down and have dinner and pretend like we care, which we really do. But there's nothing to talk about because I'm worried about paying the bills, and they're worried about getting over there.
Yeah.
But getting home, talking to them about business, and asking their opinion about problems. What do you think? How should I deal with this? I need to fire this person, and here's why. And having real adult conversations with them, they go, let me think about it. they'd come back.
That's interesting.
Well, because three things don't lie: drunks, yoga pants, and kids.
And kids, yeah. Yoga pants.
What did he say before that? Drugs?
Drunks, drunkards,
drunks.
borrachos, yoga pants, and kids.
Okay. Like drugs and yoga pants.
No, not drugs. Drunks, borrachos.
Yoga pants don't lie, for sure.
Yoga pants don't lie. I'm gonna make myself a T-shirt like that.
Yoga pants don't lie.
No, but so I mean, listen, the fact that you're giving the kids, your kids specifically, that method, that training from such a very young age, that's pretty
It's
impressive.
a super
because
unfair
now,
advantage.
Yeah,
Super unfair.
of course it is.
Super unfair.
So now they're obviously older. They're out of the house, I'm assuming.
22
or,
and 26.
Yeah,
No, they own their own houses and everything.
Yeah. So there you go.
They're on the good side of the ledger now.
Right.
They
there you
bring
go.
income in now.
They're on the black.
They're in the black. They're in the black part of the ledger.
That's
right.
awesome.
I like that. You got to get them off the red, dude.
Get them off the red.
Yeah, when they're in the red, you're like, dude, hey, let's go. Let's move it forward.
Funny story, and we'll move forward. So one of my sons came home yesterday, because I was a little sick, and he had like a wad of money, threw it at me, and I'm like, "What's this?" I got gambling, whatever. It's like $2,000. I'm like, 10% for me. Go ahead, keep it. I'm like, no, here. And my wife goes, I'll take it. And she took the $200.
That was her fee for all the years of work,
No, but the point is that $200 is a lot of money, but it's not. But
Yeah.
it is if you don't have $200. And the point that we're able to raise them to be respectful, to be kind, to be humble, but to be businessmen.
Yeah.
And don't take anything personally.
Right.
They're not on social media. They don't. And the number one gift, I gave them the gift of not caring what people think.
Yeah.
That's
Because it
good.
took me till I was about 40. Because what does he think about? What is she? I don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you find out nobody really cares.
Yeah, and nobody does care, really. It's irrelevant, to be honest with you. But
Everybody's in their own movie, and all we are is second characters, and they're always the lead. So
Yeah.
therefore, you can only affect it so much. Yeah.
well,
you know.
everybody has their own movie.
Yeah,
you
you're
know,
living
that's-
on your own movie.
Yeah,
and when you look at it from their side of view, you're like, oh, that's how you look at me? Yeah, all you are is a secondary character.
So did your kids? So I'm assuming they're working with you.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they run the companies. They run their own.
Okay,
like,
so
one of them runs
so
the
was that
finance.
was that the goal from the
No,
beginning?
no.
So what was that conversation with? Let's say your oldest, right? Because he's the first one that got there. I'm assuming. So, what was that conversation like? He's like, "Hey, pops, I want to work with you."
No,
or what?
no, it wasn't that. It was went to UNR. Wanted to go to UNR. Mm-hmm. As you know, I went to UNLV. So I went to when I dropped them off at UNR. I was all dressed in red with a rebel hat.
Right on. Okay.
Rebels.
Yeah.
Anyways, got a degree in economics in 4 years and came back down here, worked for the RNC while he was going to law school. And I see him every day studying and working and just struggling. And I'm like, well, do you really want to be an attorney? Because he's always wanted to be an attorney. He goes, well, yeah. I'm like, well, why do you want to be an attorney? Well, so I can make money and basically buy businesses and this and that. I go, okay, great. I'm talking to his mother. And he won't let us pay for his law school.
That's cool.
That's nice.
No, but we paid for his undergrad and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So then one day I'm like, I'm looking at him, right? And every day he's just struggling and studying 8-9 hours a day and working. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go, hey, let's talk. I said, so you get done with law school in 3 years. Then you'll start practicing the year after that. 5 years. What do you think you'll make? 150, 200,000? Yeah. I said, so for you to make $1 million, how long will it take you? Well, by the time I'm 35. I said, I don't want to tell you, if you want to be an attorney so you can own businesses, that's great. But you don't have to go to law school to own businesses. We have attorneys on staff.
Correct.
Why don't I just teach you what we do already?
Right.
And he got involved with us in the solar department. And I mean, we've done probably 9,000 installations between Nevada and Arizona.
Wow.
And now he's moving over.
You don't do California?
No.
Why?
Litigious regulations, taxation. I mean, how much time you got? We can be here all day.
Right.
That's the reason I asked, because you were very specific, Nevada and Arizona, and I know solar businesses out in California, and the thing that they have to go through, yes.
Yeah, no. You know what? I like being in business-friendly states.
Yeah. Yeah. And Nevada is one of those business-friendly states.
Yeah, so that was the thing with him. I'm like, it was kind of like, and I'm like, whatever you want to do, we'll give you the seed money to start a business, this or that. then we got involved with solar because our clients kept getting ripped off.
Okay, yeah, because they sell them my roof, right? Even when they don't need it.
No, but I mean, they would sell them, overprice them, charge by over $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. And for us, when our agents would come, because they had these ridiculous solar leases and purchases, now they're worth $60,000, $70,000, but really it's $40,000. So when they sell their house, they have to pay that off. It just didn't make sense.
Right.
So I'm like, once again, like the Hispanics, this is enough. But like that, what can I do to change? We're going to start a solar company. And we don't advertise. We just work directly with agents, and that's it. All 100% referral.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
9,000 of them so far?
Ish.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
How did you promote the referral system within the real estate community?
You know, we're really, really plugged in the real estate community. Like me personally, I've been a realtor for almost that time. I've been the past president of NAREP, past president of NASPRO.
Yeah, I know Gary. Yeah.
Past president of almost every organization here in town. I'm currently NAR board of director, NVAR board of director, NAR board of director. I've been a lobbyist for the last 16 years, so I help write every single real estate law in Nevada for the last 16 years.
That's awesome.
Noah's a little plugged in.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yeah.
Well, besides that, the things that are dear to my heart, I'm the vice chair of the Coalition of Independent Nevadans. We're the largest voting bloc in the state of Nevada, which we help sway whatever we believe is best for our community. We focus on people over party and policy over politics.
Nice.
That's good.
So it's very simple.
Yeah, that's very simple.
Nonpartisan,
Effective,
no noise. Yeah.
simple.
Well, here, I'm fiscally conservative, but socially responsible. I believe in a hand up, not a handout all the time.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, I grew up poor.
Yeah.
At least I thought I was poor, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course. Yeah, so did I. Yeah. So that's okay. Well,
we didn't get nothing.
No. Well, that's just it, right? We didn't get nothing, and we earned what we had to earn on our own, you know? And that, there you are, right? You're a personal success story of something that wasn't given to you, right? You had to earn it, right? You had to work your ass for it. You know,
people ask me, no, so what's the greatest thing? You know what? I have a massive amount of failures and some moderate successes.
Yeah. And I think the failures is what teaches us the most, right? Because I know I've had some failures, and I've learned so much from those failures. Because, it's almost as if I beat myself up for it over and over and over again. But through that process, I like meticulously and on purpose learn what I did wrong. You know what I mean? And it's almost as if that it hurts, but it will never happen again. You know what I mean? Those kind of things where you're just you drill it into your head of what not to do, I guess.
It's in your heart.
Yeah.
At that point.
Right. Well, it hurts.
Yeah.
It's in your soul. You feel it in your bones.
Me duelen los huesos. Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
But it's good though. I mean, I think you learn from that. And there's success in that. But not everybody feels that way. I don't think. I think there's a lot of people that kind of they say, oh well, success is something that it's either given to certain people, or it's inherited, or it's that. It's so hard for people to understand that sometimes it's the strive and the want to succeed is really what pushes you forward.
You know what it is? It's seized. Success is seized. Our mission statement is very, very simple. Here's our mission statement on our company, for our investment company. Execute, execute, execute. No one will beat us because they cannot outwork us. You can't beat someone that will not give up.
Right.
That's it.
Right. And that's a very factual statement, because that's true. The most successful people in the world, I believe, are the ones that just are constant, right? They're in that mode day in, day out, and they just keep going. It's like clockwork for them. They just keep moving and keep moving, and it's failure is not an option, right? They just keep it forward, And I think you're a perfect example of that, because just your mottos, the successes that you've had, that's very apparent. You've been a successful man for a very long time, and it's already instilled, because you're passing that through into your kids. You're passing that through to the mentors that you're, the the people you're hiring and all that. It's impressive as hell, man. I got to tell you.
You know, you're saying, so like, what's success? You know, success is different. Ask me when I was in high school writing in my memory book what success would be like. I remember writing being worth $10 million, being a real estate broker, being married to Alicia Molto, having a house in like 4 different states. And I look back at that, and I'm like, I hit pretty much all those. So I don't have a house in Beverly Hills, nor do I
You
want
wanted one day?
Yeah, you don't want one.
You wrote it down in the book, didn't you?
Because I thought it would sound cool. I also put Miami, but I don't want to go to Miami. I want to go down there. I want to stay on the beach, and I want to go home. I want to eat some mofongo, some Cuban sandwiches, hit a couple salsa bars, go to Joe's Crab Shack.
I love stone crab.
Stone crab.
The best, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The best.
Joe's. You know what the problem with that place is?
What?
It's a damn to try and get in there.
Yes.
You know, you got to call a month in advance.
I got a hookup.
You got the hookup? Okay.
I got a hookup.
My first time that I ate stone crabs, I was with my father, and we were out there in Florida coming from LA, and we were on let's call it an FBI subsidized trip. So my dad said, "Let's go eat some stone crabs since the government is paying." And we had such a good time eating those crabs, and we had never tasted them before. And then from there, it was always, hey, that's the meal the FBI paid for.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that place is actually pretty damn good. You know, there's a reason why the lines are what they are.
They
you
are,
know?
yeah. And the sides are so good.
That place is amazing.
And you're so close to it. Well, there's one here in Nevada too. Yeah, in Florida.
Yeah, there is.
Vegas,
There's one here in the
Inside
Forum
a
Shops,
casino.
right?
Forum
shops at Caesars.
Yeah. The benefit about living in South Florida right now is not so much the Joe's stone crabs or anything like that, or los pastelitos or the Cuban sandwich or all that. I think it's the mindset or the difference between living there and living here is that it seems like you're just lighter, right? Because the ocean is there, and it almost feels like you're on a vacation every day. You know what I mean? Like it is, because it's just here. You see the mountains and you see that. The desert is beautiful, but come on, the ocean is the ocean. Yeah, you know what I mean.
There's a lot to be said about that.
But it is what it is. So, so tell me would you ever do any kind of mentorship out like in a public forum, like if you had a group of, 30,000 people or anything like that? No interest in doing that?
No interest. We used to do seminars a lot. 2002 to 2003 to 2006, we did Russ Whitney, Dolph DeRoos, Robert Kiyosaki, Trump. We did all the circuits where people would pay $25,000 to $50,000 to learn to buy real estate. And we would be the fulfillment section. So we'd basically take them in a bus and sell, literally, the years we were probably selling 1,500 to 2,000 houses per year. And these poor people would buy it. They made money, most of them, until the market came and it crashed.
Right.
And, they could have got this information for free, but they paid the level of an MBA to learn something because
you mentioned Trump. There was an academy or
Trump
development.
Trump University. It was like a real estate seminar thing where they paid $25,000 or $50,000 to go learn, talk to the speaker, and we'd be the guys. All right, we're the guys that bring the deals,
right? And
do the deals after they would speak and blah 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 blah. We'd put them on a bus and sell them some of our properties.
There's similar things in the Hispanic market now.
Yeah,
not by Trump.
So. But see, but those things. Look, if you want to make money in real estate, I have no problem sitting down with a small group of people, one or two. You want to help build a portfolio. You want to go from X, Y to Z. You want to scale. You want to learn about how to protect your assets. I'm not a CPA or an attorney, but I play one on TV. But I've used a lot of them.
Yeah.
But we can help you structure those type of things. And that's not what we do for a living, but I do that to help other people.
Did you have a mentor?
I've had multiple mentors.
Yeah.
I still have one now.
Would you like to share?
Sure.
Who
Greg Peters was my first mentor. It was my wife's, who was my girlfriend, Alicia, who I met when she was 16. I was 17. It was her godfather.
How long have you been married?
29 years, 7 months, 16 days, and 4 hours and 23 minutes.
Who's counting, right? Who's counting?
Nobody's counting.
It seems like 30 minutes.
I only made it to 15 years
Underwater.
with the first one, and then only 3 years with the second one.
You know, but I've been with her for 39 years.
Wow! Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
She's a wonderful lady, by the way.
Well, it's because of her I'm successful.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's it.
Make
right?
no mistake.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Make no mistake.
I would agree to that. You know, I would my success is my partner, and that's my wife, and you know it's all good.
You know, people ask me, Noah, what is like some of the most important things that I could like pitfalls? I said, great. At your age, having a kid, getting in really bad debt, or choosing the wrong partner. But the most important one is your partner.
Yeah.
Whoever it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, if you choose the wrong one, that has a lot of pitfalls because you're just going to be, you know, diving down. There's no up from there, you know.
Well, you know, the problem is like I got guys that are 7-figure earners, and they're going to Colombia to find women. And
Yeah.
I'm like, for real?
Yeah, I seen
No,
that.
it's like
Thailand.
no. These are guys that like I know personally, and I'm like, why are you going there? It's like I don't maybe because I'm not in that scene, obviously, but that's what they say. I don't know.
So your mentors, why was he one of your mentors? What was he blessed with that gave you that?
You know, he kind of said, I'm gonna help you out. Because he saw me at a young age, and you know, I've always been a working guy. I was a young kid. I was throwing parties in high school. I made over $100,000 a year in high school.
Throwing high school parties.
Yeah.
Vegas?
Yeah.
High school?
Yeah.
Wow.
I rented out Cashman Field 2 times, the convention center, and 2 parties with about 8,000 kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was
Was
16.
it like rave music or what
No,
kind
it was
of
just-
hip hop?
hip-hop.
hip-hop,
Hip-hop.
freestyle
Yeah.
music, yeah.
Yeah.
Let the music hear we. But yeah, so I've always wanted to learn about business, and he was a very successful businessman. I didn't know how successful he was until after he was mentoring me which I didn't know was mentoring because he didn't call it mentoring. Come here, I'm going to meet with you once a month. Mm-hmm. What are you doing? What's going on? What's happening? Mm-hmm. And as I found out, Greg Peters, may he rest in peace, he was he started off as a bellhop in New York, one of those fancy hotels. And then he, long story short, he ended up going to Spain, and he was the first guy to bring over Spanish shoes to America. Then he got into furniture. Oh. Then he had a humongous golf course with 5,500 homes. The way they got into Las Vegas is because he was building so much furniture around the world that they were the ones that bought all the furniture to the Dunes Hotel, to the Tropicana Hotel. That's how they came to Vegas.
Oh.
So
That's
they
interesting,
had a
yeah.
casino here, a little small one called Sport of Kings also, which was where right there on Paradise and Convention Center Drive, where the old beach used to be. It was Sport of Kings.
The beach club.
Yeah, before the beach it was called Sport of Kings. That was his.
Oh.
So
So it was just like a little casino, right?
Yeah, it was 100% only a sports book.
Oh, a sports book. Okay.
So in the 1960s, he was worth over $100 million. Of course, I didn't know this till after I read his book. After he was almost dead.
Wow.
How long were you with him? Like you got your core experience with him.
He was one of them probably for about 20 years.
Oh, wow.
And he would always cuss me out. You're stupid. You're an idiot. What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Did you ever take it personal?
Yeah, all the
Yeah.
time.
Every day.
Yes. Of course I would.
Wow.
How could I not? You're an idiot. I know. But I learned. Instead of going, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Well, I'm happy you came to me now. Because I didn't want him to yell at me. Because here's the thing. I knew he was going to tell me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. And that's what I take to people. I tell people, even clients, listen, I'm going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear.
Yeah. But so what does that build?
Right.
You know?
It builds tough skin. It builds character.
Correct.
It builds,
Correct.
You know, it builds someone that says, hey, you know what? I can learn. I don't know everything. What do I need to do to become better?
Right.
And I was willing and open to say, okay, I don't know everything. And when, you know, I've always, making money's never been a problem to me.
Yeah.
Keeping my mouth shut and my ego in check as really has. But the older I got, I'm very, very low key. I don't.
You become like an observer, don't you? Like, at least for myself, I used to be, right? And now it's just like, I get much pleasure just from observing, learning, and then contributing only after I learned, right? And before I used to be like, I don't know. That
We
guy's-
learn with age. I think it comes with age.
Yeah.
Either that, just get beaten down enough.
Oh, you work as hard as you do get beat down. You know, that's for sure. Yeah. So I mean, are you slowing down a little bit? Are you trying to start, the fruits of the labor of sorts? Or
So if someone asked me, so I have friends that are retiring, and they're like, "Noah, when are you going to retire?" I'm like, "And do what?"
Yeah,
I
don't
know.
don't believe in
I know.
Like,
People
what am I going
wilt.
to do?
I
Like,
know.
People get
like,
wilt.
retire. If I retire, I'll expire.
Yeah,
I don't work.
Yeah.
I get up. It's not like I get up. I'm like, son, I can't wait to be at work at Monday. It's not even work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really. It's not like it's everything is different. It's not work for me.
But you're on the hustle and bustle. You're on the grind, right? Because
Every day.
It's not. Yeah, it might not be the work per se that most people will understand or kind of relate to, but you're on it, man. I see you. You're doing it every day, man.
Every day.
Yeah, and that's so it's just the love of the game then.
You know what it is? So people ask me, so Noah, what are the things, if you could sum up, can you give us like the keys to success? I said, here you go. The successful secret that you've been looking for is in the work you've been avoiding. The number one cause of stress. I said, here, all my guys and girls that come work for me, before you get to the office, you've already worked out.
Right.
If you don't work out, you don't work for me.
So is that a mind-body
Soul.
connection? Mind-body soul?
Bro, it's like, bro, not the other, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all mind, body, soul.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I had to figure out the hard way.
So that's interesting, right? Having that perspective as a an employer, to give that mindset to others is I think that's strong, man, because that when you love yourself and you have that goal of being healthy and being set right in your mind and all that, I think that's super strong. That's important, and I think that's also kind of leaves you forward to success, and whatever that means to that person,
Well, the thing about it is, it's like, no one can say anything, well, I don't want to do this. Why? I would do it.
Right.
Yeah.
There's nobody more important here.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have a pecking order. Like, I have CEOs,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
presidents that run different companies or different divisions.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll come in, I don't, like I'll give you a fun example. I was at a house about a year ago. We're building like a 7,000 square foot house, custom house. So I go back there, right? And I go there, I just pretend that I'm the field service guy. So I go there, check it out. Hey, what's up? So anyways, like, go there like on a Saturday. It's like at 2:30. No one's in the house, and I hear in the back, boom, 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 boom.
And they,
And I go back, there's 15 people in the pool, there's kids, their wives, and I'm like,
oh wow.
I'm like, all right, how am I going to play this? Hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, Noah, hi. I said, we're here. So that's all right. I said, the guy's not here right now, but it's okay. Just don't do this again. Because, I'll get in trouble for this.
Oh.
But it's all right, just today only, though, all right? It was one of the workers' daughter's party, and they had something at a pool, which they rented out, and they didn't. They didn't get it or something.
Yeah, okay.
And,
So there was a story behind it a little
Yeah,
bit.
and you know what? But that's the point of, get out of here, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Okay, was I right to, I could have very easily said that.
Yeah.
Number one, liability. If someone falls,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
drinking, I get sued.
Yeah.
Because they're going to fall,
Yeah.
they drown, I got a kid, gets cut.
Yeah.
Right.
Or do I go, I'm a little compassionate and go, okay, great. Now, they don't know I'm the owner.
Yeah, of course.
But I go, all right, you know what? Just wrap it up the next couple hours and then just go make sure everything's clean, all right? Because they're going to be here in the morning. I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
Right.
That was a judgment
So-
call. It was probably the wrong one. Because if I'd had one of my guys go over there, they would have told me that and get them out now.
Yeah.
Or like, no.
It's easier over the phone. Your heart,
well, here,
your heart wasn't
No,
there.
here,
You didn't see the kids.
I maybe would have kind of even said okay still. My son's absolutely
Oh,
not.
no.
No, my son's
Black and white.
No, black and white.
Yeah.
You don't pay, you got to go.
Yeah.
So that decision, right? That choice that you made there, did they leave it okay? Did they leave
No,
the
they
place?
left it perfectly. They left it perfectly. It wasn't a
Okay,
problem.
so then it was the choice. It could have gone bad, but you made a decision that turned out okay, right?
Here, it turned out okay because the guy still works for us. Now he knows I'm the owner.
Oh, he does.
What did he say?
What happened that day? I would have seen that.
What did he say when he found
It's
out?
like that show, you know that show that where they said the CEO and he's dressed like somebody
Oh,
else.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't remember what it's called.
Undercover, something like that.
Undercover boss. Yeah.
Truth be known, I worked that for years.
Oh.
No me olvidé lo que hiciste. I need to get that done by Friday. I don't care. You got to stay over. You're not having. I remember that party you had for your daughter, Melissa. I didn't forget.
Hope he's not watching this.
He worked that, boy.
I worked it. That cost him a lot more than me.
So there you go. That decision paid off at the end, right? That's like
you know what I mean. If you're taking score, like he got 1, I got 40.
okay, all right. So yeah.
So what's your passion? What is it that you like doing outside of real estate development and all that? What do you like doing? What's your favorite?
My family.
Spending time with the family. Yeah.
Look, my life is real simple. I live by 8 simple rules.
Yeah.
4 business, 4 personal.
Okay.
Here's they are.
All right.
What's important? God, family, health, and money.
Uh-huh.
And personal is our business: be humble, be grateful, be kind, and be quiet.
Yeah.
That is it.
Wow. Where
It's
did
that
you pick
simple.
up all these things? You always hear with time, but you seem to know him like the back of your head.
Because
Because he
this is what I
lives
live
it,
by.
right?
Yeah.
This is not what I. It's not
So
what
your employees live by it too. They know it like you.
Like I have my core unit of 10 people that are
Yeah.
in my unit,
Yeah.
and they're my arms.
That's your people.
Those are my 10, and then they run
Everything
Like
else.
I have
That's like your tentacles.
my top 10,
Yeah.
and then I have those are the guys that help me with the development, to help a lot of things, the businesses, other things that we do, and then we have the presidents and CEOs and the workers, the employees, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how Magic Johnson runs his shows. You see him, and he has a core of people around him, and each one runs a different thing. So it's quite.
Well, that's your empire, right? Those, you
I
know,
don't know
that,
about empire, bro. It's just a couple bucks.
Well, I'm not, all right. Look, we won't call it empire, but that's that group of people, that circle, right? That's that trust. You know, that core group, right? The trusted circle, if you will, of your friends or your family or whatever it is. How do you break away from that circle, knowing that it's there, you know it's strong, but if you ever wanted to just jump outside of that circle and say, I'm gonna go to Europe for 6 months, you know, like, can you just leave it and it works fine and there's no issues?
Yeah.
See, that's good, right? You just go do your thing then. Do you
My
do
thing
that?
is to be in there. No, I mean, not really. Like
What's the longest vacation you've ever had?
a month.
Okay.
But I go on vacations every 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I take 5-6 days.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm going.
And that's
I'll go
plenty.
Yeah, 5-6 days
Yeah,
on the beach. What am I
that's
gonna
plenty.
do?
Yeah,
You know?
How long are you gonna see the
What are you
beach?
gonna do?
You know,
I mean,
yeah,
I'm there
yeah.
5-6
If I go
days.
on like in the Caribbean or something like that, you're there, and I'm like, oh my god, how many times are we gonna see this beach? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
you're
done.
there for an hour. I'm like, I'm good. Like, let's go do something. You know.
Yeah, you know, like for me and my wife, it's like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing Friday? Nothing. We got anything plans? Let's go to New York for the week. Okay.
Yeah.
Your birthday's coming. Let's go shopping for your birthday.
Yeah.
And, I mean, am I still working? I get on the phone. We got anything? Boom, we'll take care of it.
So how do you feel about that? How has technology influenced your line of work, right? How has AI or technology or any of that, how has any of that stuff, has it helped you? Has it, you know, worsened it?
So here, we've been involved with technology for many, many years. We have a tech company also, Rocket Agents. We've been using AI for probably the last 8 years before anyone was using it.
Okay.
So what it is basically, it's simply an additional tool to garner better customer service.
Okay.
Because no matter what service we're in or what company we're in the hospitality business.
Right.
Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what business it is, insurance, this, that, it's how we make the consumer, the customer feel. Because they're going to forget what you do for them, but they'll never forget how you make them feel.
Right.
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 So, yeah, that's just an added incentive. Technology it's a part of everything we possibly do every single day. I mean, I can do everything on my phone.
So we were just talking about that, right? Like, you know, just
I don't need a laptop anymore. Even.
Yeah, that's the power of it, right? That's the power of technology. You know, you can be remote pretty much anywhere in the world and just do your thing. You know, and with that's you know what did they say that the power computing power of what we have on our phones was what they use in Apollo 13.
No, we have more.
We have more.
You know what I mean?
We have more in this right now.
Yeah.
Than what is. And here's the thing with quantum computing, that's going to take it to the whole next level. Now, like in our industry, our staple business is real estate. Everything is built upon real estate.
Yeah.
You know, AI coming up, or they're going to get rid of real estate agents. You know what? There will be an diminutive change, but it's not going to be like the travel industry, like when they came in and they wiped out the travel agents.
Right.
A consumer, for the most part, unless they're incredibly savvy, is still going to want to talk to someone that knows it. Like if I go somewhere to buy a property, I want to talk to someone that lives there, that sold 300 to 500 properties, that knows the stores, the doctors, the this, the that, what the neighborhood's going, the crime statistics.
Right.
I don't want to listen to AI.
Right. Well, so there is a limit to it then, right?
There is.
For that type of business or that strategy, if you will. So, you know, because a lot of people think like AI that's going to take over everything, right? It's taking over all these jobs, it's taking over all of this stuff. But I think there's a level of industry that people still want to talk to somebody, you know?
Yeah. I think it's just mapping out best business practices.
Yeah,
mapping out best business
and I think
practices.
people trust that, right? I think people, you know, that face to face, that camaraderie that you can build with a customer and build that service, you know.
Well, here, let me ask a question. When's the last time you talked on a credit card? Like credit card got lost or stolen, and you call up, right? Do you want to talk to somebody or just press 0? I always want to talk to somebody.
I want to talk to somebody.
I want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do. We have a credit card system for Latinos on Bank Latinos, and yes, we answer the phone call every time.
I don't want to. The automated system.
Yeah,
dude,
we don't press
I
one,
wanna,
press 2. No, directly.
I want
to
to talk to
person.
someone.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe that's just our age, our era, our children a little bit different. But even, you know.
Well, for our Latino on Bank, it's the same. I mean, no matter what age, they prefer to talk to a person over the phone. Absolutely. Than pressing
You
buttons.
think that is there age gap difference? Do you think though? Because I think Noah has a point, right? Like I think
Yeah,
you know
there is a little bit,
our age. You know, we we want to talk to somebody because
like
we
my
don't trust
kids,
that AI.
But like my kids are 22 and 25.
Yeah.
They maybe because I raised them, but they still want to talk to someone. But like they're like on to do applications on the phone and not a problem. Boom, they don't talk to anybody. Like we went down, we bought a Tesla a couple weeks ago. We just bought another one today. One of them went down, just did it online, boom, done it. This one, he wanted to go down and talk to the guy right there.
Right. Yeah, it depends
So
on the
just-
personal preference, maybe. Yeah.
That's interesting,
Or
though.
skills.
You know, you think that in today's world, you know, that AI is like this massive superpower, of which it is, right? There's, you know, because there's a lot of benefits to AI, and I love the technology part to it. But is it too robotic, right? Is it too, you know, like where's the the fact that you can just be social with people,
The social interaction.
yeah, social interaction,
Well,
right?
what AI is missing is EQ, emotional intelligence.
Right.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Right.
Right.
Hey, so do you like we're looking at the cars today? Oh, look at this one. It has a white inside. This.
Right. Yeah, how's the computer going to tell you that? Oh, I like the red interior better.
Yeah. Well, you know, the white could get like my question is like the white. He wanted a white interior. We put white. It's it's going to get messy, right? You put that in the computer, don't say anything. The guy's oh, you know, wipes off real easy.
Right. Right. Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you can't do that with a computer. Yeah,
But like all
Not
things,
yet.
look.
Not yet. Yeah.
Here's like all things. Like all things, it's like a rubber band. It stretches and it'll come back.
Yeah.
Are people going to be affected? A lot of people that have jobs, like maybe call centers and things like that, are they going to be affected dramatically? Of course.
Yeah.
But it'll swing back.
Yeah. I know.
Maybe some of those jobs will never come back.
I know a call center that is going from 2,000 people this year as employees to 700 next year because all they're going to need is supervisors. And then the job that everybody else used to do is just AI. Yeah. Call center is absolutely going to be first.
That's going to be affected pretty big, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Hey, technology, man. You either run with it or you get
remember,
you get left
we're old
behind.
enough to remember the scare of the two.
The Y2K.
Y2K. Oh my God! Everything's gonna turn
yeah.
off. I'm gonna wipe my system.
Could we only be so lucky?
Don't be in an elevator at midnight.
Oh God, yes.
Like, what are you doing in an elevator at midnight?
And people were packing stuff at their home in case of the.
Guilty. I did that. I really did.
You got scared of the Y2K?
You know what? I didn't know. You know, Y2K.
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
going to happen? I'm like, you know what? I'll just have a little food for a couple months. Extra ammo.
We can do a little bit more
Tequila.
spam. The basic needs. Tylenol.
That's funny. That is funny.
Right? So that's the way I see it. Like, it could also be that overhyped, but there is so many things. I mean, as I told you the other day, I have an Instagram just about AI, and it is some scary stuff. Even if some of it, like they say 50% of it was fake, and then the 50% that was real actually became true. Still a lot of stuff.
Wow.
A lot of changes.
Yeah.
So, you know, what people have to do is make themselves invaluable.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
And compete with the 10 million robots that are being built by Tesla. So,
What you have to do, basically, great. If, like, I was young,
Yeah.
what would I do? I'd start a home repair robot company,
Right.
repair company.
Right.
And then I'd make it a franchise.
Right.
So I'd hire other people, and I make it a franchise. So if your robot breaks, hit us up. I get an AI call. Boom, my robot broke down. Great, I'll send a salesman on the way.
Yeah. Well, the robot will also do that.
Whatever, I'll send a robot down to do a thing.
You'll be sitting at home going, yes, no, yes.
No,
that's it.
but here's the thing. Out of everything, there's always opportunities. Just the way you look at it.
Yes.
I agree with
It's
that.
the only way to look at it because it's true. It's truth.
You can't
Somebody's
change it.
going to win.
Yeah, and it's just if you want to or not.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, Noah, my man.
Great time.
Yeah, but I
Yeah, it
can't
was
thank
fun.
you enough, man.
It
You know,
was fun to get to know you.
yeah,
I didn't know you.
yeah.
Like Darvin just said, he's a friend of mine and he's in the real estate. That's it. You know.
Yeah, real estate is a core staple, but what I like doing is helping empowering people become better versions of themselves. And we don't sell books, we don't sell nothing. We just help the people that are in our circles that we train, mentor on a single everyday basis to excel to levels of excellence.
You mean you're never going to do an MLM?
Yeah, no.
That's not you.
No, man, no.
not you.
Not this guy.
Yeah.
Come on,
But-
you get a Ferrari and, we're the...
I've had them all. I don't want
the
any more.
Gucci's and
No.
tell somebody else to buy a house that big.
No. Less is more.
Yeah, this is true. Less is more.
So you know what, you say that, right? But I've started to understand that, because I agree with that. I mean, I've had the big house, I've had the cars,
yeah,
I've had
me
all
too, yeah.
I've had all that stuff, and
it weighs you down.
I just right now less is more for me, man. I don't need all that stuff. I don't need any of that. I'd rather spend time with my wife. I'd rather spend time with
Quality
my family.
time.
I want to travel. I travel a lot. So that to me is what matters. I'm prioritizing my well-being by doing the things that I love. And that's been a very key part to my life over the last maybe 5-6 years.
You know what? You just said something that brought to my attention. We'll leave after this. So, what is the most important thing to you that I want? Experiences.
Yeah.
I want experiences and
100% memories. Yeah.
with my family.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's and that to me is the richest man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That to me, that's the empowerment that I want to leave behind. Right? I want to be that rich. You know what I'm
You
saying?
guys are gonna want me to get married. I'm gonna want to get married again. Listening to both of you.
No,
It's
don't
a
do
trap.
that.
Run.
Don't do it.
Corre.
Don't do it. Noah, my man.
Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you,
Thank you
bro.
so much. Really a pleasure. Thank you, gentlemen.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you and all the best, man. I love you very much, man. Thank you.
Thank you so
Pleasure.
much.
All
right.
Pleasure.
Gracias for tuning in to LILI Talks, the podcast where Latino entrepreneurs, artists, and innovators keep it real, share their wins, and drop wisdom for the next generation. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow us on YouTube at LILI Talks Podcast and join the familia at lilytalks.com. Until next time, keep leading, keep innovating, and keep it Latino.